attacking an opponent in sublime position. Sublime, our opponent's on the back, feet up in the air, hands up in the air. He's ready for, essentially he's in complete defense mode, defense position. From here, I have the same concept. I never really want to attack my opponent directly head on. Always want to create angles for success. When I'm in here, it's a good idea to be able to walk around your opponent, try to force north-south position. But instead of just walking, we have to implement our hands to help us get to the north-south position. His feet are in the air. I look to take a thumb down grip on my opponent's near ankle. From here, I look to cross step once, twice. Now I can look to take my second hand to the secondary leg. Cross step again, once, twice. I find myself in the north-south position. I slide my hands from around the knees to around the middle, lower part of the shin. I start rotating elbows inside. Elbow one, elbow two. From here, I start lowering my level and bringing my forehead to my opponent's navel. Once we get there, our opponent has a decision to make. Either he concedes and allows you to pass and complete the pass north-south, or he continues to fight and he tries to turn away, in which you force the turtle position. So your opponent has one of two options: accept the north-south, or try to get up turtle, which in ADCC most of the time, if you find yourself in north-south, the guy's going to look to turtle in order to avoid scoring. So we're here at sublime position, opponent's on the back, feet up in the air. Thumb down grip on the ankle. I look to walk cross step once, cross step twice. From here, second hand goes to the leg. I cross step again once, twice, find myself north-south. I rotate elbows inside once, elbows inside two. I bring my forehead to the belly button. I begin trying to secure north-south as the opponent forces turtle. I look to chase the back, and I find myself again attacking the turtle position. So it's very important to understand how to secure your turtle position, how to secure your points, and your choke from the turtle. So again, opponent's in the sublime position, thumb down grip on the ankle. I look at cross step once, twice. Immediately I grab a grip on my opponent's secondary leg. I cross step again, once, twice, now I'm north-south. I look to rotate elbows inside. Now I bring my forehead to the belly button. From here, opponent looks to force turtle. And I'm able to follow right up to turtle. Once I'm in turtle, of course, we know break down to a hip, get the boots in, and get the choke. So again, we're in sublime position. Let's turn a little bit this way. Find myself here. Grab a thumb down grip on the ankle. Cross step once, cross step twice. Bring my hand to the other leg. Continue the cross step to force north-south. From here, elbow inside, once and twice, two elbows inside. Now, this is a bit of a, not a wrestling position, but it's a very dominant position for the top guy. This is a spot where the bottom guy is completely fighting here, and I'm really just resting and allowing gravity to work for me. So the job of my opponent is to keep his knees towards his chest, and my job is to let gravity put me in the correct angle to push the knees away from the chest. So that's what I'm doing when I rotate elbows inside. I rotate elbows inside. I'm trying to bring my forehead to the navel and allowing gravity to push his knees away while I'm in this position. The opponent looks to turtle. I can look to follow the turtle all the way up and look to get boots in from here. So again, understanding once we're fully in that north-south position, it's very draining for the bottom guy. At any time, we can look to pull our opponent's knees away from the chest. Understand it's very taxing, and over time, that will do damage when trying to beat your opponent. Opponent's in sublime position, thumb down grip on the foot. I go cross step once, cross step twice, second hand to the leg. Cross step again, once, twice, elbows inside, forehead to the navel. From here, opponent looks to turtle. Now I look to follow up and chase down this turtle position. Let's do it a few times. Things to look out for. When I'm in this north-south position, my opponent's sometimes going to look to invert and pull a leg to his chest, right? They're going to look to go here, invert, and start entangling legs. Understand that if you're controlling his feet, it's going to be hard, difficult for him to fully entangle the legs. So I go here, I'm cross-stepping once, twice, controlling the secondary leg, cross-step again. From here, I rotate elbows inside, and this motion of pushing his knees away from his chest is exactly why and what's preventing him from inverting into my legs. So I have to put heavy emphasis on negating that. Let's say our opponent kind of gets a hand on my knee before I get in a more dominant position, and he pulls it down. From here, I pull my hips forward, and I'm blocking the legs here. So I'm not allowing him to pull me, get me off balance in this position. This is what he wants for leg locks. As I pass, I'm looking to stay away from his hands. If I pass real close, he's going to be able to engage the legs. If I pass from distance, it's going to be much harder for him to reach my feet. But even guys with long legs with long arms can sometimes pull a leg in. So it's important to control this. If we can control this inside position, it's going to be very hard for our opponent to fully entangle our legs. So once again, cross blocking. 1, 2, 1, 2, elbow, elbow, forehead to the navel. One more time. So if you ever find yourself in a supine position, especially against a leg locker, look to use this pass to your advantage. Walk around the outside, force north-south, keep his feet and his knees pushing away from his chest. It'll make it much easier for you to score.